You're here because your mind has been working overtime, and tonight we're going to quiet it together. This session is designed to calm racing thoughts quickly and guide you into deep, restorative sleep. Get comfortable now. Adjust your pillow, settle your shoulders, let your body find its position of ease. If your eyes are open, let them soften. If they're closed, simply rest in the darkness behind them. Overthinking is more common than most people realize, replaying moments, planning ahead, or feeling stuck in loops of thought. Nothing is wrong with you. Your mind is simply active. And now, we're going to guide it into a quieter rhythm. Place your right hand on your belly. Feel the breath rise beneath your palm and fall again. Let the exhale be longer than the inhale. This is the fastest way to calm the nervous system. Good. As you settle into this comfortable position, you might notice the surface beneath you, perhaps the softness of your mattress, the smoothness of your sheets, the warmth they provide. This is your space of rest and restoration. You might take a moment to appreciate your body for carrying you through the day and giving you this opportunity for healing rest. Your body has worked hard, and now it's time for it to receive the care it needs. Now check in with yourself. Notice your breathing in this moment. Perhaps it's quick from the day's activities, or perhaps it already has begun to slow down. Is less than #0, 7 is greater than. You might notice any areas of tension in your body, any places that feel ready to release, or you might notice the mental chatter that's present right now. Remember, this session works whether your mind is very active or whether it feels calm right now. If thoughts are racing, that's exactly what we're going to work with tonight. If your mind feels peaceful, that's wonderful, and you might find this session deepening that sense of ease. Simply notice your breath moving naturally in and out. You don't need to change anything about your breathing. You might simply observe that your body knows how to breathe, just as it knows how to rest. With each breath, your nervous system might be beginning to shift from the alertness of your day toward the peaceful rest of evening. In this natural breathing rhythm, you might notice that your thoughts continue to flow, perhaps about your day, about what you need to do tomorrow, about conversations you had or wish you had. This mental activity is completely normal. You might try a gentle experiment. Notice a thought arising, acknowledge it with kindness, and then allow your attention to return to your breath. Each time you notice this pattern, you're actually strengthening your capacity for mental clarity and inner peace. You might discover that thoughts about tomorrow's tasks or challenges don't need to be solved right now. Your mind might be trying to be helpful by rehearsing solutions or remembering important details. You can appreciate your mind's dedication while also giving it permission to rest. Problems will still be there tomorrow, and your rested mind will be much better equipped to handle them with clarity and wisdom. As you continue to breathe naturally, you might begin to notice your body settling more deeply into the support beneath you. Perhaps areas of tension you've been carrying are beginning to soften. You might notice your shoulders releasing down, your jaw relaxing, the space between your eyebrows smoothing. Each small release sends signals of safety and rest to your nervous system. This release might begin to spread throughout your body, perhaps starting with your face and flowing down through your neck and shoulders. You might notice these areas that have been holding the weight of your day, acknowledging their service and gently inviting them to rest. Your shoulders can drop away from your ears. Your neck can lengthen and soften. This isn't about forcing relaxation. It's about allowing it to happen naturally, like the tide flowing in to shore. You might find your arms and hands becoming heavy and relaxed. Perhaps your hands open naturally, fingers releasing any tension they might be holding. Your chest and heart area can be at ease, your breathing finding its natural evening rhythm. Your torso might soften, your back resting into the comfort of your bed. This wave of relaxation can flow down through your abdomen, your hips, and into your legs. Your legs might feel heavy and supported. Your feet relaxing into whatever position feels most comfortable. As this relaxation moves through your body, you might notice a sense of sinking more deeply into your bed, not in a way that feels trapped, but in a way that feels held and supported, like being cradled in something infinitely safe and nurturing. As your body settles more deeply, you might also notice that your thoughts, while still present, might feel more distant, like background activity that doesn't require your immediate attention. You might think of thoughts like clouds passing across a vast, open sky. The sky remains spacious and calm regardless of what clouds drift through it. Similarly, your awareness can remain peaceful and clear, even as thoughts flow through it. Just a gentle reminder, if your mind is particularly active right now, that's not a problem. It means this session is addressing exactly what you need. Some of the most valuable breakthroughs happen when we work with an active mind rather than fighting against it. You might find that the simple act of acknowledging your thoughts without judgment begins to quiet them naturally. You might take a moment to gently bring your awareness to your immediate environment. You might notice the sounds around you, perhaps the quiet of your home, the hum of a refrigerator, the sound of distant traffic, or silence so peaceful it feels like an embrace. This orientation helps maintain your sense of safety and grounding while you explore deep relaxation. And now, as you return to your inner focus, you might find that you can allow yourself to settle even more deeply. Perhaps your breathing becomes even more relaxed, your body even heavier, your mind even more spacious. Each time you cycle between this gentle awareness of your surroundings and this deep inner calm, you're training your nervous system to find balance more easily. This skill will serve you well not just tonight, but whenever life feels overwhelming. In this deeper state of relaxation, you might begin to explore a different relationship with your thinking mind. Rather than trying to stop thoughts or push them away, you might discover how to observe them with curiosity and kindness. When a thought arises, perhaps about tomorrow's schedule, a conversation you had, or a concern about the future, you might notice it arising acknowledge it and allow it to pass like a gentle wave. This isn't dismissing important information. It's giving your mind permission to process without demanding immediate action. You might notice that in this peaceful state, your mind naturally begins to release the day's mental to-do list. Problems that felt urgent earlier might now feel manageable. Conversations that seemed complicated might now seem clear. This doesn't mean you're avoiding responsibility. It means you're allowing your mind to rest so it can function more effectively when you need it. As you continue to rest in this deeply settled state, you might find yourself becoming aware of a profound inner quiet. This quiet might feel familiar. Perhaps you've experienced it before in meditation, in nature, or in quiet moments of your day. This quiet has always been there, beneath the surface activity of your mind. You might be rediscovering or discovering for the first time how to access this wellspring of peace. In this inner sanctuary of calm, you might notice that your nervous system is beginning to prepare for restful sleep. Your breathing might be becoming slower and deeper. Your body might feel heavy and relaxed, ready for the restoration that comes with quality sleep. This natural preparation for sleep is something your body knows how to do. Sometimes it just needs a little help settling into that rhythm. You might begin to appreciate the wisdom of your body's natural sleep cycle. As you drift towards sleep, your mind doesn't just shut off. It enters a different state of processing and restoration. Important memories might be sorted and stored. Stress hormones might be processed and released. Creative insights might emerge. Your imagination might explore possibilities and solutions in ways that aren't available during your waking hours. You might notice that as you move more deeply into this restful state, any mental chatter about the day's events begins to naturally settle. Conversations you've replayed in your mind might now feel complete. Worries about tomorrow might now feel manageable rather than overwhelming. This settling happens not through force, but through the natural release that comes with deep relaxation. If you find yourself drifting towards sleep during this session, that's perfectly natural and welcome. You might choose to let yourself drift off completely, knowing that this recording will continue to work on a deeper level of your mind. Or you might choose to remain in this peaceful state, allowing the healing and integration to happen at whatever pace feels right for you. You might take a moment to appreciate how your mind is learning to work with your body in preparing for sleep. Your thoughts might still be present, but they feel less urgent, less demanding of your immediate attention, like radio static that you can hear but don't need to pay attention to. You can maintain awareness of your breathing, your body's comfort, and the sense of deep peace, while thoughts flow through without controlling your experience. In this state of deep rest, you might begin to install some helpful resources for nights when your mind feels particularly active. These aren't techniques you have to remember or practice. They're natural capacities that you can access when needed. You might notice your growing ability to pause between thoughts and responses. When a worry or mental replay arises, you might discover that you can take a gentle breath and acknowledge the thought without immediately engaging with it. You might also be developing a deeper trust in your mind's natural wisdom, even when thoughts feel chaotic or overwhelming. There's an underlying intelligence in your mind that knows how to process, organize, and find solutions. This wisdom operates whether you're consciously aware of it or not. You might find yourself developing patience with this process, knowing that important thoughts will be there when you need them, and that your mind can rest now. As this session continues, you might begin to imagine how this deep sense of calm might serve you in the coming days and nights. Perhaps you see yourself falling asleep more easily, waking feeling more refreshed, or handling daily stress with greater ease. You might notice yourself responding to mental chatter with compassion rather than frustration. You might find that difficult conversations or challenging days don't spiral into hours of mental replay. In these imagined future moments, you might see yourself accessing this same deep well of peace and quiet. Even in the midst of a busy day, you might notice yourself taking brief pauses to return to the sense of inner calm. You might find that you can think more clearly, sleep more soundly, and feel more grounded in your daily life. This doesn't mean avoiding challenges or emotions. It means approaching them from a foundation of steadiness and peace. Or you might notice yourself developing greater self-compassion around your thinking pattern. Instead of criticizing yourself for worrying or overthinking, you might learn to acknowledge that your mind is trying to be helpful. My mind cares about solving problems, you might say to yourself, and I can appreciate that while also giving it permission to rest. This shift in relationship with your thoughts can be incredibly freeing and healing. In this deeply relaxed state, you might also be installing a natural rhythm for restful sleep. As your mind prepares for the night, you might notice your body naturally becoming heavier, your breathing slower, your thoughts more distant. This preparation isn't something you have to make happen. It's something you can allow to unfold naturally. You might trust that your body knows how to sleep, just as it knows how to rest. As you continue to rest in this state of profound calm, you might begin to appreciate the strength and wisdom you've already shown in seeking this kind of support for yourself. It takes courage to acknowledge when your mind is struggling and to reach out for help. You are caring for yourself in a profound way by giving your nervous system this opportunity for deep rest and healing. This care for yourself can ripple out into all areas of your life. You might notice that this deep state of relaxation is actually facilitating natural mental processing. Your unconscious mind, that vast part of you that handles dreaming, healing, and countless other processes without your awareness, is perfectly designed to process the day's experiences and prepare you for tomorrow. You might trust that this processing is happening at the perfect pace for you. Insights might emerge, concerns might be resolved, solutions might appear. All of this can happen naturally without you having to make it happen. Just a gentle note. If you find yourself drifting towards sleep during this session, you might simply let yourself go completely. Your mind will continue to integrate these experiences and resources even as you sleep. If you prefer to remain alert and aware, that's equally wonderful. You might find yourself deepening into even greater states of relaxation and clarity. As this session continues, you might notice that the mental chatter that once felt overwhelming now feels more manageable, more like background activity that doesn't require your immediate attention. You might find yourself able to think about tomorrow's tasks without feeling anxious about them. You might notice that conversations from the day feel complete rather than requiring hours of mental replay. You're establishing new patterns that will serve you well. In this peaceful state, you might begin to develop a deeper appreciation for the healing power of quality rest. Your body uses sleep not just to rest, but to repair, to process emotions, to consolidate memories, to restore your energy for the days ahead. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, you might offer gratitude to your body for all it does for you. You might appreciate your mind for its dedication and intelligence. You might also notice yourself becoming aware of a growing sense of trust in your own resilience and wisdom. You've navigated challenges before, and you have resources within you that you may not even be fully aware of. This sense of inner strength isn't about being invulnerable. It's about knowing that you can adapt, learn, and grow from whatever life presents. You might carry this confidence forward into your sleep and into your waking up. As you continue to rest in this profoundly calm state, you might find that your mind naturally settles into the rhythm of rest and restoration. Thoughts might still arise, but they feel gentle, distant, like clouds drifting across a peaceful sky. You might notice that you can observe these thoughts without being pulled into mental activity that prevents rest. This doesn't mean suppressing important insights. It means developing a healthier relationship with your mental activity. You might take a moment to appreciate how your breathing has naturally slowed and deepened during this session. This change in breathing pattern is your nervous system preparing for sleep. You might notice that your body feels heavy and relaxed, ready for the healing that comes with quality rest. This preparation isn't something you have to control. It's something you can allow to unfold naturally. If you do happen to fall asleep during this recording, that's wonderful. Your unconscious mind will continue to integrate these experiences and resources. If you remain awake, you might find yourself deepening into even greater states of relaxation and peace. Either way, you're receiving exactly what you need tonight. You might notice that as you prepare for sleep, any concerns or worries from your day feel more manageable. This doesn't mean you're avoiding responsibility. It means you're giving your mind permission to process and rest. When you wake tomorrow, you'll be better equipped to handle whatever challenges or opportunities await you. A rested mind is a clear mind, a creative mind, a wise mind. In this deeply settled state, you might begin to appreciate the gift of rest itself. In our often overstimulating world, choosing to slow down and allow your nervous system to reset is an act of wisdom and self-care. You are honoring your need for restoration. You are recognizing that rest is not a luxury. It's a necessity for living a healthy, balanced life. As you continue to rest in this state of profound peace, you might notice that any mental chatter about today or tomorrow has settled into a gentle background presence, like the quiet sound of rain on a roof or the distant hum of a city at night. This background activity doesn't disturb your peace because you're not fighting it or trying to stop it. You're simply allowing it to be while maintaining your connection to this deep sense of calm and rest. You might also be installing a natural confidence in your ability to handle whatever comes your way, not because you can control outcomes, but because you trust in your own resilience and wisdom. This confidence doesn't require you to be perfect or invulnerable. It simply means knowing that you can learn, adapt, and grow from whatever life presents. As this session continues, you might find yourself moving even more deeply into this restful state. Your body might feel completely supported by your bed, completely held by this comfortable space. Your breathing might be slow and peaceful. Your thoughts might be distant and gentle, like whispers that don't demand your attention. Remember, if you're feeling drowsy or if your eyes have closed, that's your body responding beautifully to the session. You might simply allow yourself to drift into natural, restorative sleep. If you're remaining awake, you might find yourself relaxing even more deeply into this sense of peace and clarity. In this state of deep rest, you might notice that your mind has naturally released the need to solve every problem or replay every conversation. The mental chatter that once felt overwhelming has settled into a gentle background presence. This settling happens naturally when your nervous system feels safe and supported. You're learning that rest and restoration are not just privileges, they're rights that your mind and body deserve. You might take a moment to offer gratitude to yourself for taking this time to nurture your well-being. You might appreciate your willingness to seek new ways of relating to an overthinking mind. You might acknowledge your commitment to finding peace and rest. This commitment to your own healing and growth is a profound form of self-love. As you continue to rest in this state of profound calm, you might notice that you're already feeling different about the mental chatter that used to trouble you. Thoughts still arise, but they feel more manageable, less overwhelming. You might find yourself able to think about challenges without feeling consumed by them. This shift in your relationship with your thinking mind will serve you well in the days and nights ahead. In this deeply peaceful state, you might begin to trust more fully in your body's natural ability to prepare for and maintain restful sleep. Your nervous system knows how to shift from the alertness of day to the restfulness of night. Sometimes it just needs a little guidance, a little safety, a little permission to let go. You're providing all of those elements tonight. You might notice that as you move towards sleep, your body naturally becomes heavier, your breath naturally slows, your thoughts naturally become more distant. This isn't something you have to make happen. It's something your body knows how to do when given the right condition. You're creating those conditions right now. You're giving yourself the gift of deep rest and restoration. just a gentle reminder. Whatever your mind brings up during this session, concerns, memories, worries, plans, you might notice that you can acknowledge these thoughts with kindness and then return to the sense of deep peace. This doesn't mean ignoring important information. It means developing the ability to think about important things without them consuming your peace. As you prepare for sleep, you might begin to appreciate how your mind is naturally settling into a restful rhythm. Thoughts that felt urgent earlier might now feel manageable. Conversations that seemed complicated might now feel resolved. This settling happens through relaxation, through safety, through the simple act of giving your mind permission to rest. In this state of deep calm, you might notice that you feel ready for sleep in a way that feels natural and peaceful, not forced, not hurried, but ready. Your body knows how to sleep. Your mind knows how to rest. You're simply allowing these natural processes to unfold. You might trust that tonight will bring you the deep, restorative sleep you need. When you're ready, and at your own natural pace, you might drift into this beautiful, natural sleep. Or you might choose to remain in this peaceful, aware state for a little longer. Either way, you're receiving exactly what you need. Your mind and body are learning new patterns of rest and peace. If sleep comes naturally, you can trust that your unconscious mind will continue to integrate these experiences and resources throughout the night. If you remain awake, you find yourself deepening into even greater states of relaxation and clarity. You notice that any mental chatter that arises feels gentle and distant, like background activity that doesn't disturb your peace. This represents a profound shift in your relationship with an overthinking mind. Thank you for taking this time to nurture your well-being and to learn new ways of relating to your thoughts. You might carry the sense of peace and calm with you into your sleep and into your waking hours. You are worthy of rest. You are worthy of peace. You are worthy of treating yourself with kindness and compassion. When you're ready, you drift into the deep, restorative sleep that your body and mind deserve.